Welcome to The Data Pulse, a data-driven health podcast breaking down key health trends and insights in South Carolina. Brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Public Health. Visit dph.sc.gov/tracking. Better info, better health. Here's your host, Tony G.
Welcome to this edition of the Data Pulse. SC Tracking strives to provide a network of integrated health and environmental data that reduces the burden of environmental health-related conditions for South Carolinians. SC Tracking offers a portal to health and environmental data, making it easier to access, track, and study potential relationships between South Carolina's environment and health. Now, speaking of the SC Tracking website, today we're going to spend some time with Deanna Gatling. She's from the Division of Epidemiology, Analytics, and Data Visualization, talking about a brand new disaster preparedness game she has and her role with the SC Tracking team. We'll do that in just a moment.
Are you looking for accurate data for school projects, grant applications, or business presentations? SC Tracking has that. Go to dph.sc.gov/SC Tracks. SC Tracking tracks state and county level data. It's easy to get started. Visit dph.sc.gov/SC Tracks. Better info, better health. Brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Public Health.
Welcome back to this edition of the Data Pulse. You know, we are inside hurricane season, and the peak activity often happens between August and October. So a good preparation tip now is to prepare early. Reviewing your emergency plan and updating supplies before a storm is on the radar. Deanna Gatling is joining us today, and we're going to talk preparedness. She has a brand new game she's going to tell us about, and she'll tell us more about what she does with the SC Tracking team. But first, welcome, and let's hear about you. Who are you? Where are you from? And how did you get into this particular area of study?
I actually originally started off in politics in undergrad.
Okay.
So I was interested in politics, but then I kind of had a little bit of a diversion, and I kind of wound up taking an environmental public health class, and that got me really involved into public health. And so after finishing undergrad, I went ahead and pursued a master's in public health and at the University of Virginia, and I wanted to come back to South Carolina to come home. And so I kind of applied for the Department of Public Health, and here I am.
All right. So tell us about your role with SC Tracking.
So a big portion of my job is creating data products so that we can disseminate to the public and to different data partners, really focusing on like key topics throughout South Carolina and public health and environmental factors that we think are important to share with our communities.
Well, one big thing, definitely being here in South Carolina. I'm originally from North Carolina, so I deal with it a little bit, but being here in South Carolina in over 20 plus years, hurricanes here, hurricanes there. So when we hear about hurricane season, where can people find more information about that and how to get prepared for the season itself?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes. Hurricanes are an extremely big part of living in South Carolina. Recently, we just developed a disaster preparedness game. So that's one of the new resources that we would love to share with the public. We're in the final stages right now of our review, and so that we'll be publishing that soon. It's basically a game that gives you a walkthrough of building your emergency preparedness kit. And so that you can have these resources together and really be prepared for when a hurricane comes. But another good resource is the South Carolina Emergency Management Division, or SEMD. They have a lot of great resources that South Carolinians can utilize. Just to name a few, they provide resources for making a plan, building kits, which I actually use their emergency kit list to build for the kit portion of our game for that. So I use their resources to build that game out. Then they also provide a lot of resources for recovery as well. And then on top of that, they also do a lot of listing for the openings and closings throughout the state. And then they also provide a list when it's available for emergency shelters. But if you're looking for something more on a national scale, ready.gov has a lot of good resources, and so does FEMA and the American Red Cross. And you can also go and get a link to those found at the end of our game that we designed.
Deanna Gatling talking with us today. Of course, she's talking about this great game that they have designed for preparedness of hurricanes. You can find more information, of course, at the SC Tracking website. We'll talk more about that and some other things happening as we get in actually the midst of hurricane season after this.
It seems like data is everywhere these days, but is it reliable? Data from SC Tracking is both accurate and reliable. It's easy to find, easy to use, and has a guide to help you find the information you need. Visit dph.sc.gov/SC Tracks. Do you want to compare health conditions in your county to the rest of your state? SC Tracking tracks that. Maybe you're concerned about air quality where you live. SC Tracking tracks that. Or maybe you're interested in rates of different types of cancer in your county. SC Tracking tracks that too. Visit the SC Tracking website at dph.sc.gov/SC Tracks and try it out. Better info, better health. Brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Public Health.
Welcome back to the Data Pulse, talking with Deanna Gatling about a brand new game they have put together for disaster preparedness. And of course, we are inside hurricane season. You know, warm water fuels hurricanes. They form over the oceans with a 80 degree or so water temperature, gaining strength from the heat and humidity. This is why storms often intensify quickly when crossing warm waters or warm areas like the Gulf of Mexico. So stay updated on tropical weather forecasts, especially if you're near the coast. You can sign up for weather alerts from the local authorities or NOAA. So do that today, okay, as we once again are in the middle pretty much of hurricane season. Now, Deanna, you were telling me about the things that you put together, graphics and other things, including this game. So you're not one of the people that stand with the governor when there's one of those emergency updates, huh?
No.
You talked about the fact that you actually you make graphics, things that go into presentations. So tell us about some of the information graphics that you create and what they're actually for.
So we do a lot of infographics. They're meant to be like good, quick snapshots for topics and provide you a little bit of data that encourages you to want to learn more about what you're reading and everything. For instance, especially with not just hurricanes during the season, we have a lot of heat and heat strokes and heat incidents that happen during this time period. Mm-hmm. So we developed a heat-related illness graphic that provides information on the different levels of heat exhaustion and heat stroke, also providing resources on how to be prepared for heat. And then it also provides information where you can find additional resources through us and also through the CDC and other very popular resources for getting help with heat-related illness.
More with Deanna Gatling after this.
Are you looking for accurate data for school projects, grant applications, or business presentations? SC Tracking has that. Go to dph.sc.gov/SC Tracks. SC Tracking tracks state and county level data. It's easy to get started. Visit dph.sc.gov/SC Tracks. Better info, better health. Brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Public Health.
You're inside the Data Pulse. I'm your partner in praise, Tony G. Today we're talking with Deanna Gatling. She is with the Division of Epidemiology, Analysis, and Data Visualization. You mentioned a lot of websites that people can go and get information from. So let's talk about some of those interactive tools that people actually can go to and get more emergency preparedness type information.
So with that, especially with our dashboards that we create, we build out an information tab for all of our dashboards that can provide you direct links to websites for the CDC, for FEMA, for other partners that we have within the agency for the Department of Public Health. And so that these links are readily available. They're just clickable. It opens your new web page to your browser. So you don't have to type anything in. Just click the link and we take you exactly where you need to go.
Let's wrap up things with Deanna after this.
It seems like data is everywhere these days, but is it reliable? Data from SC Tracking is both accurate and reliable. It's easy to find, easy to use, and has a guide to help you find the information you need. Visit dph.sc.gov/SC Tracks. Do you want to compare health conditions in your county to the rest of your state? SC Tracking tracks that. Maybe you're concerned about air quality where you live. SC Tracking tracks that. Or maybe you're interested in rates of different types of cancer in your county. SC Tracking tracks that too. Visit the SC Tracking website at dph.sc.gov/SC Tracks and try it out. Better info, better health. Brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Public Health.
Welcome back to the Data Pulse. Did you know that storm categories were measured by wind, not damage? Hurricanes are classified from Category 1, the least severe, to Category 5, the most extreme, based on wind speed. Even lower category storms can cause dangerous flooding and power outages. So here's a thought. Don't wait for a Category 4 or 5 to take action. Secure loose items outdoors, reinforce windows, and keep extra batteries and flashlights on hand. So let's wrap up by going back to SC Tracking and the website. So what kind of information can the average person just find there? What type of data can they find when it comes to hurricanes and hurricane preparedness? What type of things can they actually find there?
So right now, hopefully soon, we'll be building out the link so that we can direct you directly to our new disaster preparedness game. But we are also in the works of developing a climate report card. So with the climate report card, it's going to be with a lot of hospitalization data that provides information for throughout all of the counties within South Carolina so that we can really identify that people who are in key areas where there is a lot more incidents that we should be targeting for disaster preparedness, and being able to give that information to stakeholders and key agencies throughout South Carolina.
Deanna, thanks for spending some time with us today.
Thank you so much. I was having a great time.
Are you looking for accurate data for school projects, grant applications, or business presentations? SC Tracking has that. Go to dph.sc.gov/SC Tracks. SC Tracking tracks state and county level data. It's easy to get started. Visit dph.sc.gov/SC Tracks. Better info, better health. Brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Public Health.
That wraps up this edition of the Data Pulse. I'm your partner in praise, Tony G. It's been a joy to talk to the various staff members that put all this type information together at the SC Tracking website. We have found out over the past couple of months that just about any information you need on diseases, weather, water quality, all types of things you can find on the dashboards on the SC Tracking website. So we want to thank everyone that's been with us over the past 3 months. Also, the full SC Tracking team over at SCDPH. We appreciate you and all involved in the program. Hopefully, we'll see you again soon. I'm your partner in praise, Tony G, wrapping up the Data Pulse.